Days of Our Lives spoilers. A fire on the horizon. Is Salem headed for another tragedy? As long-time viewers of Days of Our Lives know all too well, peaceful moments in Salem are often the calm before the storm. And according to recent spoilers, that storm could soon come in the form of a major fire, one that threatens not only property, but the lives and relationships that fans have followed for decades. While many details remain under wraps, subtle clues suggest that the town may be on the brink of another fiery disaster, and this time, the consequences could be even more devastating. Let's take a closer look at the hints dropped in recent episodes, what they could mean for Salem's future, and how one character in particular may be stepping into a heroic new chapter. The clock is ticking. Is Salem due for another fire? It's been a while since tragedy struck in the form of a raging fire, and as soap veterans know, fires often mark turning points in the lives of Salem's residents. The last major blaze which consumed the beloved Horton home left emotional and physical scars that lingered for months. For many fans, that storyline remains one of the most heartbreaking in recent memory. But with time comes the unsettling sense that Days of Our Lives may be preparing for another such event, a moment that brings characters together through loss, urgency, and survival. It's not a matter of if, but when. Soap operas thrive on drama, and there are few plot devices as symbolic and impactful as fire. Fire doesn't just destroy, it reveals. It strips away the surface, forcing characters to confront their deepest fears and desires. It makes the stakes real. And in Salem, where secrets run deep and redemption is always just out of reach, fire often becomes the catalyst for profound change. Enter Javi Hernandez, newcomer and future hero. Into this simmering backdrop enters Javi Hernandez al Calderon, a relatively new character who is quickly becoming someone to watch. After dabbling in various jobs and struggling to find his place in the town's complex social web, Javi recently made a decisive move. He's returning to his work as an EMT. To the casual observer, this might seem like a small, respectable career decision, but long-time Days fans know better. In the world of soaps, nothing is ever random, and careers often foreshadow major plot twists. For Javi to suddenly recommit to emergency medical work suggests that a crisis is coming, and he'll be right in the middle of it. It's the kind of setup that shows have used for decades. Position a character in a crucial role just before chaos erupts, and then give them a moment to shine or to fall short. In Javi's case, all signs point to the former. The writers seem to be laying the groundwork for a hero moment, one that could not only cement Javi's place in Salem but reshape how the town sees him. Why Javi, and why now? Javi's re-entry into emergency services comes at an interesting time. While he's still building connections in Salem, he's shown glimpses of bravery, compassion, and vulnerability, all ingredients for a compelling redemption arc. He's the kind of character who has made mistakes but genuinely wants to grow. So when a fire does break out, and it seems increasingly likely Javi may be the first to respond, throwing himself into danger to save others. That kind of selfless act could transform his reputation overnight. In a town where family legacies are everything, Javi doesn't come from the Hortons, the DiMeras, or the Bradys, but heroism has a way of creating its own legacy. Moreover, saving someone from a fire, especially a major character, would be a perfect opportunity for Javi to bond with the town's veterans. Whether it's pulling Doug or Julie Williams to safety, rescuing Chanel, or even confronting DiMera during a moment of peril, the possibilities are endless and dramatic. Who could be at risk? While no official spoilers have revealed exactly where the fire might break out, there are a few likely possibilities. The DiMera mansion, a place of wealth, secrets, and scandal, this iconic estate is long overdue for another dramatic event. A fire here could force the DiMeras to unite, or finally tear them apart. Sweet Bits Bakery, Channel's pride and joy, has been the setting for many happy and not so happy moments. A fire here would not only threaten her livelihood, but provide a poignant parallel to her personal struggles. The hospital, with several characters frequently in and out of University Hospital, including Sarah, Philip, and Paulina. A fire here could set up a harrowing rescue effort and jeopardize vital medical records or even lives. A new location. Sometimes the writers surprise us with a fresh location, perhaps a warehouse, a school, or a public event. This would allow for maximum danger and involve a broader group of characters. Regardless of the setting, the emotional fallout will likely be significant. Fires don't just destroy buildings. In Salem, they burn away lies, unmask intentions, and forge new paths forward. What's at stake for Salem? Beyond the physical danger, a fire can act as a symbolic cleansing, wiping the slate clean for some, while opening painful wounds for others. For characters like Javi, it's a chance to define himself. For others, it's an opportunity to face consequences or finally confront their past. And for fans, it's a moment of pure, classic soap opera magic, the suspense of who will make it out alive, the heartbreak of what might be lost, and the thrill of watching a hero rise from the ashes. Days of Our Lives has never shied away from big, bold storytelling. Whether it's a courtroom showdown, a secret affair, or a natural disaster, the show has always found ways to use drama to explore the most human emotions: fear, courage, love, and redemption. In conclusion, a fire is coming, and so is change. All signs point to Days of Our Lives building toward a major fire storyline, one that will shake the town to its core. From Javi's return to work to the growing tension in key families, the pieces are all in place for a dramatic event that brings destruction and transformation. Could DiMera Mansion burn next? A soap opera mystery. Salem has seen its share of dramatic fires like the infamous Horton House blaze, but hints now suggest trouble at the opulent DiMera Mansion may be on the horizon. In soap storytelling, fire is never just an accident. It symbolizes emotional turmoil, scores set, and hidden truths exposed. With recent teasers showing gunfire and tension at DiMera Manor, some fans are already speculating, will a fire follow the bullet? It's time to piece together the clues. A pattern from Salem's past. One storyline provides clear precedent. Clare Brady was revealed to be responsible for two fires at a cabin and another at the Horton house. Pushed by emotional trauma and control issues, she set fires to hurt and manipulate others. That storyline shows how closely inner turmoil and violence are linked in Salem. While Clare's actions were personal, the device itself, fire, as a weapon of revenge, is well ingrained in the show's DNA. Who has motive to burn DiMera Manor? 1. Kristen DiMera, or places it holds. Kristen is deeply tangled in DiMera's schemes and secrets. If she feels betrayed, especially after recent crises involving Johnny, burning the mansion could serve as both retaliation and cover-up. 2. A spurned ex or vendetta-driven enemy. Aegis' fall from grace and Johnny's fractured loyalty have created plenty of resentment dwelling outside the family. A former associate or romantic rival might target the manor in hopes of retrieving files, destroying evidence, or simply wreaking havoc. 3. Johnny DiMera, unwittingly or in crisis. Johnny's struggle with anger and family loyalty adds emotional weight. A moment of extreme stress, like being shot at celebdirtylaundry.com, might lead to a careless accident or even a deliberate act to destroy painful memories. Could Clare Brady be involved again? While Clare's motive doesn't directly connect to DiMera's, history suggests her actions stem from profound emotional distress. If she perceived a threat to someone she cares about within the DiMera household or was manipulated into thinking so she might strike, it wouldn't be out of character for her to start a blaze to protect or punish other possible arsonists and Salem. Everett Link, remembered for possible past instability, could harbor grudges against DiMera's, especially if involved in romantic rivalry with Chad. Clyde Weston, though imprisoned, once orchestrated a fire at the Horton house. What a DiMera fire could reveal. A fire poses both physical and dramatic stakes. Uncover hidden rooms or documents, derailing power plays. Reveal hidden alliances or torn loyalties within the DiMera family. Force characters into rescue or confession, especially in dire moments. Salem loves high-stakes drama. No wonder this kind of storyline is so tantalizing. Who benefits if the mansion burns? Kristen could draw the spotlight away from other secrets. An outsider could use chaos to steal or destroy evidence, real estate deeds, or digital files. A family member in crisis could symbolically cleanse the past, especially if their own demons demand destruction.